What is going on, my shiny cardboard enthusiasts? Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we're going to be going over my top 10 favorite pulls from the Dawn of the Z Legends set from all of our openings that we did on the channel. If you guys missed that, you guys can go check out the link right here or go check out the playlist. I'll link it up here in the cards. But yeah, this video idea was brought to us by Lewis. This was a really cool idea, man, and honestly, I'm probably going to keep this as a mainstay on the channel from now on. So every time we're done opening a set, I'll go through and pick out my top 10 favorite pulls from a set, and we'll make a video on it. But it will be in the top 10 playlist, not in the playlist for the set, just so you guys know ahead of time. But yeah, if you guys have any cool ideas or suggestions, definitely leave them down in the comments for me, or definitely keep a lookout for my community polls and stuff like that. I just unlocked that ability, so you definitely will be seeing more video suggestions just like I did with this one. So as you guys can see, the winner of that poll was, make an update video of my collection, and obviously I'll take, I'll go in order of like, video collection, grading video, and then the top 10 list, like whatever, like the community poll stuff, I'll just go in order after that. But yeah, so if you guys don't want to miss out on that stuff, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Hit the video with a like if you guys enjoyed. And, like I said earlier, drop some comments down below. Let me know your guys' favorite pull, your favorite moment. If you guys have any video suggestions, ideas, or stuff like that. Loving hearing what you guys want to see and stuff like that on the channel. I'll definitely try and do my best for you guys. But, yeah. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into this top 10 list. Alright, so kicking off our list, we have King Piccolo, World Conquest Awaits leader card. Now, I feel like I said that weird, but whatever. As you guys can see here next to me, this is a really badass looking card, and I'm specifically talking about the reverse holo version of this card, obviously. I am, not the biggest fan of King Piccolo, but I really like the stance that he's in. He's got his like hands forward with like the blast and like the whole like explosive background behind him with all the new sparkly effects that they put in the Zenkai series for all the reverses. Looks really, really badass in this card. I really love it. Think it looks really cool. Definitely had to start it out, with this one, because whenever I pulled it, I was just like, holy shit. Like, there are some really cool reverses in this set, but I feel like the two we're going to talk about on my list are by far my two favorite, and by far look the best with the new holo pattern, because there were some that looked really amazing. Like I know the Yamcha was a stick out for me as well, but this one and our next contender are by far the two best reverse cards, and I'm just a huge fan of the leader cards. I always think they look really badass in this reverse holo format. But enough of this one, let's go ahead and move on to our next contender. Coming up next, we have Son Goku, another world fighter leader card reverse. Now, oh my god, I didn't want to say too much about King Piccolo because most of what I want to say has to refer to this particular card. I love this reverse so much. It is so cool. I was so happy whenever I got it. Again, the explosive background they put behind them with like the sparkly effects, or just they're all in the right spots on this card. And not to mention like Goku's stoic pose, or static pose I guess is what I should say. But his face looks so like, I don't know, it looks very stoic in my opinion. And the fact that his hair is in Super Saiyan but it's not yellow, I've always wondered what it would look like that, and this card definitely delivers on it. It looks really badass. I love the way it looks. The holo format on this looks so amazing with this card. I think this is by far the best reverse holographic in the entire set. If you guys, want to tell me your guys' favorite reverse, I would honestly say the King Piccolo, and then probably the Gogeta leader card, which was almost in this, but I feel like the reverse didn't pop as well on the Gogeta leader card as it did with these two. But yeah, definitely easy, pick for this slot. I don't want to say numbers because I don't want to mess myself up later, but I definitely love this card. The whole lightning and stuff he has around him, plus his pose, his blast, the holographic sparkleness on it makes this card pop really well. I would almost consider getting this one graded, but enough about this card. Let's go and move on to our next contender. Coming up next, we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Powers Connection. Oh my god, this SR, this is by far my favorite SR in this entire set. There are some really badass looking ones, but this is the only SR that made it on my list. I just love the way he looks so cocky, and he's like, come on, let's go. And he has like his blast in his hand, the gold stamp like electricity like coming off like from the ground up. Looks really badass, really looks really cool with that explosive background. They seem to have like a theme with a lot of these cards. Really love the way this whole card looks, the whole like like captureness of him. Just okay, hold on. The whole like aesthetic of it, there we go. Looks really badass. I love how cocky he looks, and just like, because I know Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to just be a really cocky dude. So, and like the fact that they captured this so well on this card, and I love how he's like, you know, like suggesting you to like, let's go, come on. Like, love that look, love his pose that he's in. His face looks really good. The whole like background and everything. Pretty much just gonna keep repeating myself, I feel like, at this point. But yeah, this card looks badass. Love it so much. Best SR in the whole set for me. That's enough about this one. So let's go ahead and move on to our next one. Coming up next is our first SPR for our list. Is our Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Triumphant Together. Now, honestly, I originally thought this was going to be my favorite SPR out of the set. And after I pulled it, I was really happy. And also, it gave me a huge heart attack because of how much gold is around this card. I honestly thought it was the God Rare Bardock, and I about like shit my pants whenever I saw it. But luckily, you know, that wasn't the case. Well, I mean, me not shitting my pants, I mean, but yeah, really love this card. I'm a huge Gogeta fan, obviously, if you guys have been watching the channel now for a while. I feel like this one's a little bit reminiscent of the Cross Spirits version. I don't know if I'll throw up a picture of it or not. I don't know how much trouble it'll be for me to do that, but yeah, if I can, I will. But definitely feel like this is like a little bit like a downgrade from that one. Still love this card a lot. I think it looks really badass. I love his like his face and his pose that he has. I feel like he's giving you that look like, oh yeah, you're about to die from this attack. And I definitely love that. I love whenever they capture that really cockiness of Gogeta. I think that's really cool, and I feel like he's known for being like really cocky. And I definitely love how they keep capturing that in these cards. I definitely love like the gold stamp coming off of his blast and everything like that. I feel like they went a little bit too overboard with the gold on here. Just, you know, people trying to hunt for a God Rare like myself. Oh my god, it gave me a huge heart attack. But still love this card nonetheless. But that's enough about this one. Let's go ahead and move on to our next contender. Alright, so coming up next, we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Indomitable Might SPR. Now, this is, honestly, I didn't even know this Gogeta was in the set until I bought my premium pack sets and blisters, which you guys can check out that opening in the movie one that I did. I kind of left those exclusive to that. But anyway, I was really blown away whenever I saw this card because, one, I didn't know it was in the set. So whenever I saw it, it kind of blew my mind and everything. But I definitely feel like this is the most flashiest out of all of them, just because like the gold stamp that's swirling around his attack looks really, really badass, and not to mention they have like that blue like outlineage tinge from it. Plus his pose looks really badass. He looks very like determined and ready to like kick some ass in this one, which I really love. And not to mention his like background behind him looks like he's in like outer space or like the World Martial Arts Tournament or something like that. I don't really, or not I'm sorry, not the World Martial Arts Tournament, the Void, like where the Tournament of Power was held. He looks like he is in some sort of outer space background, which looks really cool in my opinion. Which looks really cool. That's what I was trying to say, but I just kept skimming over it. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about this one. Looks really badass. I definitely love the Gogetas in this set. But that's enough about this one. Let's go ahead and move on to our next one. Alright, so coming up next, we have Piccolo Jr Faded Rival. Now, woo! I gotta say, this card is badass, man. This is where we're starting to get into the real meat of the, like, how good this set really was. Like, I love this card so much. There is a counter to it where they have like Goku's perspective and stuff, but honestly, I thought about putting both of them on this list, but I decided just to pick one of them, and I feel like the Piccolo Jr one stuck out just a little bit more for me. I don't know, Goku's like face and his hair blowing back just kind of, I don't know, I was being real nitpicky about it, so I ended up going with Piccolo Jr. I love this card so much. I love that their clashing of hands is like the gold stamp around them. They got all the energy like flying off. And speaking of energy, like Piccolo has red energy and Goku has blue energy around him, which I love that little touch that they have. And you can also see like the World Martial Arts Tournament behind them. All in all, a really badass card. I love this card so much. It's definitely in my little room over there to get graded and stuff. I cannot think of words right now. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's definitely on my list to get graded. I love this card so much. I think it just pops so well. If you guys didn't get anyone with print lines, I definitely recommend getting it graded as well, because I feel like this is going to be a really badass and sought after card later. But yeah, that's really all I can say about this one. So let's go ahead and move on to our next one. Alright, coming up next we have Son Goku versus Pycon Dead Heat SPR. Now, oh my god, when I saw this card, I was blown away. This is by far one of the best SPRs in this entire set. This is actually a reprint from one of the cards from the old Dragon Ball Z card game. If I can find a picture to compare it with, I'll throw it up there so you guys can see it. But man, I love the reprint that they did with this card. I love both of their like silhouettes right there, and it like shows their fists clashing and stuff with the space background and all the gold stamp just kind of signifying like they're punching and stuff. Like, oh, this card is so badass. I'm definitely going to get this one graded as well, at least one copy, just because I feel like this card is like, it's so like over the top. It looks so badass. I love it so much. Like, when I saw it as a reveal for one of the, you know, as one of like the sneak previews or whatever, I was like, I hope I pull that. I was so happy that I pulled it again in my openings. I originally had to scrap the original like video of it because my phone was giving me trouble and stuff like that. But I was able to pull another one, and I was able to put it on a video for you guys. I was so happy that we got, you know, a really good copy of one and stuff like that with no print lines and everything. But yeah, highly recommend getting this card for your guys' collection. I think it really stands out, looks really badass. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this one. So let's move on to our next one. Alright, so kicking our list off with our final SPR for the list is our Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Powers Connection, but this time the SPR version. I originally thought that the Triumphant Together Gogeta was going to be my favorite SPR as far as the Gogetas go from this set, but once I pulled this card, I was blown away of how amazing it looks. With his like pose, like turning behind you, like holding a blast. I feel like he looks really cocky again in this card as well, and I freaking love that so much. And really, I think what did it for me the most was the space background of this card. Just looks so badass. Like the gold stamp kind of like flying off of his blast and everything looks really cool. It's a nice little touch. His pose looks really badass. He looks kind of cocky as well in his face. And just that space background just looks so good on him. This is by far the best SPR in the set, in my opinion. I would definitely like to hear what you guys have to say. I'm pretty sure you guys know what my next two picks are going to be, but regardless, we're still going to go over them and everything. But definitely I want to hear from you guys as well down in the comment section what you guys thought of all the SPRs and which one was your favorite. This Gogeta is by far the best one in my opinion, and I'm definitely probably going to get more than one copy of this graded over time. But yeah, best card in the set for me as far as SPRs go. But enough about this one. Let's go and move on to our last two picks. Alright, so coming up next is our Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku Secret Rare. I was very happy with this card. Mine had a couple of print lines, but I'm still going to send it off to get graded regardless because this card looks amazing. I love this card so much. If we weren't going to pull the God Rare, this was my next pick for like my next like big pull or something like that. And I gotta say, once I pulled it and I saw this card in person, I was blown away. Like the whole like red and blue aesthetic from his Kaioken and like his Super Saiyan Blue look really well on the card. Goku's pose and like his whole like aesthetic and everything looks so badass. It looks like everything pops really well. Like I feel like the colors aren't like fighting with each other. And not to mention like the gold stamp like swirling around him that has like that blue like outline-ish tinge to it. And like some of the gold stamp like over in the corner, I'll just spit. Some of the gold stamp over in the corner has like that line like texture to it, which just makes it pop and look so much better in my opinion. Card looks amazing. By far one of the coolest secret rares we've gotten in a while. Like don't get me wrong, a lot of the secret rares are really badass, but I feel like this one is just like one step above. Like, you know, because I feel like the Zenkai series took like a step towards like making the rarities, like the higher rarities and stuff, look a lot better. And this is definitely one of those better cards in my opinion. Because if you were to like compare it to like the Goku and Frieza secret rare from like Cross Spirits, like it blows that one out of the water. Like looks so badass. Highly recommend it. If you guys are a big Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku fan, highly recommend getting this card. I am so happy to have it in my collection. I can't wait to see what it gets graded. But enough of this card. Let's go ahead and move on to our number one pick. Okay, so here we are with my number one pick. I mean, are you guys even really surprised? If you guys saw the video, you guys see me lose my shit. But obviously, it's Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is my favorite pull from this entire set. And honestly, dude, I really feel like this is my new favorite secret rare. Out of like all the secret rares that I own or that I've seen, I feel like this is by far the best one I think I've ever seen for this card game. This dude looks amazing. Like, I literally blew out my voice from screaming so much whenever I got him in the video and everything. I had to wait like the next day to record the next video and everything like that because of my voice. But dude, even in like, if you guys can see next to me, like I took him out of his sleeve and kind of like got some like panning of like so you guys could see like a better shot of him and everything. But even when I took him out of his sleeve and I was recording that, he just looked so badass. Like even the sleeve kind of like dulls down his colors and stuff. So like when I pulled him out of the sleeve and was like recording him in the light, like it just blew my mind and really solidified the fact that he is my favorite secret rare of all time. Like I made a top 10, you know, favorite secret rares video, and I'm probably gonna have to make an update video on that because he is better than the apex of power for me. His pose, his like freaking spirit sword in his hand, not to mention all the texture that is on this card, dude. Like, oh my god, he is covered in texture. Like, he looks like one of the collector's volume set cards. I have all those crazy textures and stuff on them. Dude, if this is what they keep doing, and like if this is like the direction they're going in with secret rares, they are going the right way. Because these Goku and Vegeta, or Vegito, sorry, they look amazing. I was honestly, like, believe it or not, I wanted this Vegito more than I wanted the God Rare. So like, I'm so happy that I got him. Like, he looks amazing. By far my favorite secret rare that I own. I can't wait to get him graded. Definitely stay tuned to like some preview to like grades, like stuff I'm gonna send off to PSA. I'm definitely gonna go over these cards a little bit more and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. I'm pretty sure you guys had a general idea that Vegito and Goku are gonna be like my top 2 favorite picks. But I mean, you guys could see the stuff next to me. I mean, it just like, how could I not? Like, it would have been cool to pull the Bardock as well, but I'm so happy with these two. These are my 2 most sought after cards. I am so happy with Vegito. He looks amazing. I still bring him out and look at him every once in a while just because I love this card so much. I was so happy I got it. The idea that I had for him and everything in the video, I was all happy about it and everything. But yeah, I've been recording for, oh yeah, I've been doing bits, but I don't know how long this video is, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you again, Lewis, for suggesting this video. I had a lot of fun making it and stuff, so definitely stay tuned for future sets. If you guys want to see me go over older sets that I've opened and want to see me do top 10 pulls about that, definitely let me know down in the comment section. Definitely stay tuned for my community polls and stuff like that. I love letting you guys, like giving you guys a chance to tell me what you guys want to see and stuff like that. So definitely stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you don't miss out on those. Like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below if you guys have any video suggestions, or tell me your guys' favorite pull if you guys, you know, open this set, or if you agree with my list and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all I have for now, everybody. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me ramble about some shiny cardboard. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I will catch you guys in the next video.